Service over self. What does that mean to you? I had to ask myself, well, what does that mean to me, and why did I pick this as our topic for today? Day 327 of our Be a Better You Annual Challenge, which coincides with day 23 of our No Nonsense November Challenge. I merged them together in the month of November. Gives me a little breather, lets me process what's happened in the year so far so I can prepare for a very powerful December with respect to the challenge, the annual challenge. So today we're talking about service over self. What does that mean? To me, it means give first and give what you want to receive in the world. So if you want to make more money, maybe it means that you give money, but it might not. Maybe it means you give some of your time and energy and resources to something that you care about, to put value into the world before you take value out. Give the people that you're here to serve, whether it's your family, your significant other, your community, your relationships, whatever it is, put value into that before you expect to receive anything out of it. And it's not a, I gave you this, so I get this back kind of thing. It's not. That's not the way universal laws and the rules of nature and the rules of the universe actually work. I kind of wish it would sometimes, but that's not the way it works. And the cool thing about that is you, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your circumstances, have the ability to give of yourself. Give your attention to other people. Pay attention to other people. It's one of the best ways to build relationships and create the life that you want. You want to always be creating before we consume. And the nowadays example of that is before you get on your phone and start scrolling, I actually feel sorry for the people that wake up and automatically pick up their phone and start scrolling on social media. I think it's probably one of the absolute worst ways to begin a brand new day, because each new day is an opportunity for us to create whatever it is that we want in our lives. But if we let other people's thoughts and opinions dictate to us or influence our thinking, guess what's happening at the beginning of the day? You're starting off on a really negative track. That's why I gave up the news in the 1980s. I was challenged in part of a training that said, okay, turn off the news and don't watch the news for 1 week and see what happens. Well, what happened to me is I didn't have any time during the day whenever I happened to consume the news, that negative pull, because the media's been negative for a really long time. They're over the top wackadoodle now, but they've been negative for the majority of my life. So what happens to us if we are fed negative crap and BS every day for decades? Well, we're seeing what happens to us in the world right now, because there are definitely wackadoodle people out there doing crazy things that they're good people that you would never have expected to think and act and be and do the things that they're doing. So it's a topic for another day. So what are we going to do about giving first before we consume? Give before you consume, serve over self, service over self, give what you want to receive in the world, give to get, etc. One of the ways that I do this, which is kind of a long way around to this topic, is I get up, I do my morning routine, my morning ritual stuff, and then the first thing I do every single day is I create content. I create 3 videos every morning to share with the different groups of people that I interact with and that I want to talk to and have a good, to have them start their day in a good, positive way too. So that's an example of creating before consuming. So before I look at anything, before I log into my school account, before I do anything, I follow my morning routine, the one that I created for myself that works best for me. And then I create my content, which is what I'm doing right now. And then I will process my content and consume while I am processing my content good things like affirmations and hypnosis apps and meditations and things. And I do that simultaneously because I know it has a profoundly positive impact on me. And then do the rest of the things about my day. And I've noticed that since I joined the school platform, I have not been consuming hardly anything outside of myself in terms of social media. I go on the school platform, do my notifications, but I'm not on X, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not doing any of those things that just sucked the time and the value and the life out of me for the most part. So think about that. How can you create value daily? How can you make the world a better place because you're here? Maybe it's just going about your day and smiling at people, having a positive mindset and attitude and a can-do problem-solving approach to the world. That is so infectious. I'm in a a community on the school platform with a gentleman that I have seen change so much. I didn't know him before, but just from the beginning in the last 45 days, absolutely positively inspiring and remarkable. You know, somebody that had no or very little faith in themselves, super duper confident, having results that are out of this world, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars more in monthly revenue for his company, not his company, but the business that he works for, than were budgeted. I mean, I think he blew his budget out of the water $500,000 last month, and probably it'll be $1 million this month. That's incredible. And it just so many inspirational stories and things like that, because he is adding value to everybody in that group's life, and to himself and to his family and people that he loves and cares about. And they are noticing the incredibly positive difference in him. Guess what? He's having a ripple effect and setting the example for everybody that he comes in contact with, and much, much more. So avoid energy leaks. What the heck are energy leaks? Things that suck the life out of us is what I consider an energy leak. To me, it's negative things. It's me, even in my head, any negative thoughts or doubts, worries, or fears that pop up. Those are energy leaks, and I try to shut those down as quickly as possible. And then keep in mind that your voice matters. No matter who you are, you have influence and impact other people by setting the example of what you want to see and create in the world. So today, what are we going to do? We are going to think of and do one do one unexpected act of kindness or generosity today. I don't care what it is. Just pick something. Maybe you leave a Post-it note in your significant other's briefcase or lunch today. Maybe you just text them during the day, or text somebody during the day and tell them how much you appreciate them and value your friendship. Whatever it is, pick one thing, something that nobody's going to expect, or an act of generosity. You know, a lot of people do the pay it forward, going through the fast food drive-up line or the coffee line. But pick something, and then you can share what it is in the comments below if you choose to, or just share how did it make you feel to give freely today in just one small way. How did it make you feel? I don't know about you, but whenever I do it, I feel freaking awesome, right? And that's part of why I start every day with content. So give first and then receive later. That is a universal law. If you want to know more about that, I'm going to say Google it instead of asking me, because I'm definitely not the expert on it. But I know that it works very well in my life and the life of everybody that I know. So why would you not want to try it? It's free, right? It's free to give your time, attention, value, expertise. I grew up in a time when everybody hoarded their information and expertise, but then with the internet, blew that out of the water. And now with AI, forget about it. You know, you're not hoarding anything or doing anything. If you're not out here being yourself, AI is going to eat your lunch. So something to think about. All right, if I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely amazing day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.